What's good, man? Scooby Loquan. Hey, real fast. To all the people who seeking knowledge or have already been attained the knowledge on a variety of different quote-unquote conscious or woke or, you know, spiritual things, being chakras, crystals, oils, incense, aliens, conspiracy theories, vegetarian stuff, chakras, vibrational fucking Merkabahs, transferring all to Andromeda and goddamn all the vast different galaxies in the universe, getting humming and yoga and extracting energy out fucking trees and all that type of good shit, right? You know what I'm saying? Melanin and vibrating astral projection, right? I feel like, because as you may know, none of this stuff is really taught at universities. You know what I'm saying? So it's a course of study. First and foremost, if you're just getting it, especially you're receiving it through your senses, whether you're reading it, touching it, smelling it, practicing or whatever. It's a course of study. It's a degree, if you will. You know what I'm saying? And I feel, I'm telling you right now at 31, I'm damn near pushing about 10 years. I'm about 8 years to the game. Vegetarian, I'm 31. You feel me? I've been real standing 10 toes down in this shit. You know what I'm saying? I got my shit in prison where it wasn't popular at. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't trending. You really was looking like the fucking weirdo in that motherfucker. So this is what I'm going to tell you, right? That shit is a degree that is not really applicable in everyday modern society. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to say it again. And I wish, damn, I can't remember this fucking word, man. I got to start back studying again, getting my jargon right. But, man, it's a certain, and most people may know, if you went to college, you probably know the word I'm talking about. Put it in the comments. But it's like, you have certain professions that it's basically like, some are mandatory, some are really not. You know what I'm saying? Just like irrigation motherfuckers, steel workers, public works, solid waste, basically the things that people need every day. Anybody over and got a profession in food, clothing, water, and shelter, you're probably, you have the most highly demand and centered degrees, wherein, like they say, practices like you going to study, let's see, you fucking studying spiders, you know what I'm saying, or some shit, you know. It's like, that's not really a mandatory practice in society, but it is a job field for it now, you know what I'm saying? But it might not be as widespread, excuse me, but it still exists. So studying consciousness is damn near like, probably like you can compare to studying spiders. When it comes down, and the reason I'm focused on young people is because it's this cloak on you over your eyes, man. A lot of adults don't be wanting to keep it a buck with you. Or older adults, you know. I'm talking to motherfuckers 23 and back probably, you know what I'm saying? Because this one a lot of people really be coming to it. But you got people coming late too as well. But that's a cloak. People don't be wanting to keep it real with you. And there's no application. The only where you can apply that is in literally strictly confined into your motherfucking self. Which is a good thing, right? But when it's like life is, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. It's a fucking time shot clock on that motherfucker. And when you growing up, when it comes down to, okay, where the fuck I need to invest my time at and shit just to keep up with the pace of life, so your ass can have food, clothing, water, shelter, have some love, have a woman, a man, or somebody to love your ass and listen to you, even fucking respect you. You might need to skip that study there. And what I always tell people, study eco-fucking-nomics. You know what I'm saying? I will also, of course, I would say take an entry-level course into consciousness or wokeness, all this old, you know, stuff you probably really have a passion about. Just know enough so where you can identify with what the fuck's what so you don't get sucked up and lost in the smoke. But I wouldn't, the infatuation process, I believe that shit has to be fucking lessened. You know what I'm saying? And get you an entry level and learn eco-fucking-nomics, learn social studies. And when I say social studies, I'm not talking about how they taught us in school. I'm talking about literally the words, the study of socialization, dealing with people Know you a little science, you know what I'm saying, just for your own well-being and how you can know how to trot through the earth, and that's it. Leave all that infatuation, you know what I'm saying, because it's cool. I'm telling you, I'm with you. I believe the same fucking things, you know what I'm saying. So this coming from somebody who believe this shit, but the infatuation process gotta cease, because that's what happened to a lot of people. When you come into it, it's all fresh, you know, you ain't here with some real shit, and it's like the infatuation process happens for everybody when you first come into it. You just be, but you gotta get back in real reality, because this is my whole premise. You're not going to be able to practice any of that shit if you don't got no, if you don't have the liberated, to be liberated your time, which we know in modern day life, that come by way of hopping over a job. If you got to work all the time, you don't have time like that, or you don't have the resources, that shit, the information ain't gonna do nothing but torment your motherfucking ass, because you just sitting here knowing all this shit and you really can't do nothing about it. And like I say, the more you know, the worse that shit hurt. You just going through it and going through it and you don't know what to do about it. So, yeah, man, get you a little bit, learn, get you some fucking money. You ain't gonna be able to meet no motherfucking aliens. You ain't gonna be able to chakra spin, and you ain't gonna be able to get the most best oils and the best purified air system. You're not gonna have access to all these high alkaline products and all that shit unless you have some fucking money. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be deep breathing out here in some most toxic ass environment. You know what I'm saying? You trying to be a vegetarian, everything dirty as a motherfucker at the store, and don't know your zip code water system is nasty and fucking chemical contaminated than a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You trying to harness the energies of life, and motherfuckers are screaming, arguing, and all this old crazy ass shit all the time, all outside, everywhere at the store. You're looking at, you know, depressing, decrepit shit all goddamn day. It makes too much of a conflict for what the fuck you trying to do. So I say, flip that motherfucker like the poles do every so often, like they say, and get that money first. You know what I'm saying? Then once you get established, that's why I say you can create your environment. If you get enough money, you can make you a goddamn pyramid, or you can get scientific tools, you can get telescopes, you can go doing all of this shit your fucking self. You know what I'm saying? So my message to upcoming people, or people that's already in it, really ain't seen nothing yet, no results, because I feel you it's not like you're doing the wrong thing. I just feel it's inappropriate, and it's not the time for that shit right now. You know what I'm saying? Because we can see we're not really advancing. You know what I'm saying? For the people who believe and really think like you, not the cap version motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? And also, no chakra believing, alien believing, incense doing, vibrational Merkaba motherfuckers have no apartment complexes, they have no jobs, they have no cellular phones, they have no internet networks, no motherfuckers manufacture devices. Few have crops and agriculture, at least to feed their whole community of people that think like them. Because once again, you always got to remember, you're allegedly supposed to be representing the highest shit in the fucking universe. So where the fuck is all the high shit at? And you know what? The motherfuckers that appeared to put that BI-NAG first and handle that work, they appear to be the ones doing all the chakra shit and exploring the fucking stars and astral traveling and shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm believe like, okay, maybe this shit here is the protector and the defense to secure all of that. So you got to peep game. Don't get lost in the sauce. Get you a motherfucking bag. Get you some motherfucking power. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't, it's just going to be some fanatical game in your mind. And then motherfuckers going to start calling you goddamn crazy. You don't go out bad. You either probably going to just have a great illustration and episode of violence. You're probably going to end up getting on drugs because you just can't handle the pressure. You're going to become so alone and isolated from society that's usually where you go. It's either that or jail. You know what I'm saying? That's what a scrap of society is. The motherfuckers that don't nobody understand and just bucking all the time. You know, or you're just going to live with just like, okay, you know, cuffed up, knowing you just lollygagging, going on with all this shit you know better to do, and you just participating in it. So that's my message to you, man. Flip that motherfucker. Learn economics, social studies, a little science, and get you an entry course and all that type shit. Get your bag, go get you a home, get you a nice ass house. You know what I'm saying? That's why you can put all that shit in there. You want all the artifacts. Then that's why I say relieve yourself in your time. Free yourself up from time. Become develop residual income. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So that way you can wake up and have your day to do your practices like you want to. Because it's hard to goddamn just be breathing and meditating and doing all that working out and astro projecting when you got to get your ass up and go to work the next morning. Or you worry about this and you stress about some bills. Or you have no fucking corresponding energies and entities nowhere in the fucking vicinity, nowhere around you. That's another thing the money gonna do. It will help you bringing together all the motherfuckers like you. Because I said this once before and I'm gonna say it again. Most righteous people or spiritual people, we ain't nothing but isolated individual little entities scattered the fuck up across the planet. There's no really big conglomerations of those type of people. So money and freeing your time up can get you that. So get the bag. Stop fucking hating. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the reason why niggas ain't getting the bag, man. You can do simple shit like this. Make you a fucking video every day. As long as you ain't had no hating ass motherfuckers with you, you can just take your real energy and just transmute that shit to some monetization. But motherfuckers got time to be wanting to just, oh, I just want to look at you on Instagram and all that bullshit. But get you some money, because all this shit sound good, but when it come down to real life, practical shit, what you have to do as an adult, and especially if you're trying to be at peak performance and some of the most elite adult, you know what I'm saying, a fucking champion, you're going to have to get you some fucking money, man. You know what I'm saying? Simple and plain. Do this shit kind of reverse. I say get a little bit just to know so you don't get lost in the sauce. So you don't get converted by the other side. You know what I'm saying? But after that, fuck that. Get on your grind. Scooby's O'Quar, you heard it from me, man. Our connection is a success. If you can relate, man, you know somebody, you don't need to hear this video, man. Send this to them. Share this motherfucker, man. No cap. Our connection is a success. Young people, man, y'all stay. Y'all be the best. Y'all the future, man. Hey, salute from Scooby's O'Quar. I'm gone.